please take your books out and open them to page number 20. Okay, now we stopped at page 20 when we did the check register. I wanted to take some time doing the reconciliation. Reconciliation is where you start to keep your accounts straight. And as you see, I am walking like I normally do here in the friendly confines. And what I'm also doing too is checking for any little garbage or bits of scrap paper or anything left on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I expect and demand that when I return, I will not be returned to a science fair and that all the garbage is picked up. Seventh period, it is on you to make sure that on Friday the paper is picked up, or I'm sorry, your chairs are picked up. And row captains, I need you to clamp down and do a good job for making sure that this classroom is in the condition that we are normally accustomed to. But getting back to reconciling a check, this is where, I've talked to you a bunch of times about how my mom, who spent 37 years in banking, every Sunday night spreads out her check register and her online statement and her statement she gets in the mail, and she has the app on her phone, and it helps her keep her book straight. This is helping you keep your checkbook straight. This is the one function that we did not do, and nor did many of you do so hot on the SLO. I can tell you will find this stuff an average of 4 or 5 more times before the semester is out. On the bottom of page 20, you will see the definition of reconciling your account. That is where you check your balance based upon doing the math of outstanding deposits, subtracting outstanding payments and withdrawals. That result is the reconciliation of your account. Now, the first thing you should do is decide what schedule of reconciliation of your account you want to do. Do you want to do it monthly? Which, in the beginning, as you guys grow your checking accounts, that might not be a bad thing to do, just to get into the habit. My mother does it weekly, but of course, that's just how she does things. That's what makes her comfortable. I would say find your comfort zone, go somewhere in the middle. So first thing you do is you get your paperwork in order. You get that statement you get in the mail. Or what I like to do is I print off the latest online statement and I highlight it. I grab a highlighter and I just start going through my checkbook register. Now Mrs. Mezak does this with me. And when doing your checkbook register, all you have to do is make sure that all the expenses and all of the withdrawals and deposits line up: check number, date, location, amount. Okay, those line up. That's your first step. You go through all those, you find where they're at in your register. They match up, the numbers match on your online statement. You're good to go. Put that little checkbox in the column. So now, Eric Cedor, I would expect a question from you at this point. I wish I could answer it. And it'd probably be something along the lines of, isn't it ironic to have a little check in the check register? All right, so first step, top of 21, go through your statement, check off every transaction in the register, make sure they match. That is the easiest statement for you to do. Those are really scary eyes I just gave you. Okay, that's the first one. Second step, I always like to have a legal pad next to me because I like to scribble notes. Okay, I want to make sure everything lines up. So I'll see things that I don't have in the check register. I'll see some bank fees. All right, whatever the balance is in the register, let's basically look at that balance in your check register as a rough draft of all of your balance sheets. Take all those fees, add them up, the sum of them, subtract from your balance in your book. Okay, so now you have a new ending balance. that is comprised of all of your fees subtracted from all of your purchases, expenditures, etc. Now, you have this new balance. Take any deposits, add it in there. Okay. Work from a low number back to your high number. Okay. Add in your deposits. Now, here's where many people have difficulties. And I like to do two sets of numbers. Number one, the actual, okay, which is everything that has been processed by the bank. And then I like to do a number with the pending. Okay. And when the pending happens, your numbers are probably going to be probably a little bit higher on the deposit side, probably a little bit lower on the withdrawal side. So add them all up, okay? Add those deposits, put it into your ending balance. Then you take your pending withdrawals from this huge number, subtract them, okay? What's your total? That final number, all the deposits, subtracting even the pending withdrawals, okay, and the payments, should give you your number. It should be very close, if not an exact match. My mom is a big stickler on balancing to the penny. I tell you this, when you balance your checkbook, balance it to the penny. This is why I harp on you about downloading the app to your phone. Okay, so you get that real-time data. And then that's why I told you a moment ago, print out the most current online statement. You're gonna be looking at payments and withdrawals and deposits and from probably a 30-day period. You want the best, latest information possible to you, okay? If you are off, if your total does not match, okay, you're going to be doing a lot of math. You're going to do it again until it matches. You may have put a deposit where it should be a withdrawal or a payment. You may have, changed that, 0.15 to 0.25. I don't know. It happens. But you have to make sure your balances match. If you find an error, repeat the steps. Keep going over and over and over again. It is okay to use a calculator. Personally, when it comes to balancing the checkbook, I prefer my legal pad and a good Dixon Ticonderoga pencil. The best pencil out there. And I like to do it longhand. I like to do it old school so that I can check all my errors. And then, I'll go back with a calculator. Now, some of you may take my hint and also set up an Excel spreadsheet that will do all of your work for you. You absolutely can do that, but for the purpose of our exercise here, for the purpose of what you're going to do in a moment when the substitute teacher gives you the packet, I want you to work it out by hand. So no calculators, no phones, no calculators to do this. I want you, before you use the electronic devices to help you, you're going to do it longhand. And on the packet you're about to get, you can't cheat. You can't just fill in the answers. Yes, the answers are, it's like an algebra book. Yes, the answers are in the back, but you have to do the work before I even let you take a look at the answers. Okay, so you're going to go longhand reconciling a checkbook. I can tell you, you will find a reconciliation question on the test.